This is the Avengers part 375 with a pull-out poster inside. Except it doesn't have that because I have already pulled it out and I've had it on me wall until me dog Wendell, he kept destroying it. This is written by Bob Patrick Harras and it's not in very good condition. It's a really old copy, but this is the end of his big storyline with Neil Diamond. So here we have got Darth Knight fighting Neil Diamond. Got Big Barda down there looking really angry. What's that? Oh, hold on. It is a wraparound cover. And this shows some more of the team fighting baddies. And it's alright, but this little gap up here really annoys us. Especially since Thor is in this story and he isn't anywhere on this image, and you could have quite easily just had him flying up there and fill that space. This issue is the culmination of about 30 issues of character story arcs and slowly building subplot, so it makes sense that I'd cover this one first. Then you've got this page and you've got to turn it sideways, and I love doing that. It's like my favourite thing ever. So Neil Diamond is the baddie and he has captured the big baby in a nappy. And up top here we have got the Avengers, the team from left to right. We have got Iris, that is the Flash's girlfriend. That's Captain America. I don't know why he is right at the back. He should be like up front leading them. Then we have got Scarlett Johansson, The Flash. This is Giant Man in his ugly 90s costume. Really bad costume. Then we have got Darth Knight. And finally, this is Hercules Man in his also bad 90s costume. And Hercules Man, he rushes in to fight Neil Diamond. And I just really hate this 90s design for Hercules Man. For starters, they shaved his beard off and they've got him dressing up like he's an aerobics instructor. This run in general, it made a few missteps like that. Then Thor shows up. This is 90s Thor. He shows up to help out. And it's really just a big fight issue. And you can see Thor is there. He's running around trying to help. It's nice that he had the decency to guest star in this big finale. This book, it actually wrote Thor and Captain America out of the book, and they would just show up infrequently. And the team really needed them characters to anchor it. Characters like Captain America and Thor. They also wrote She-Hulks out, which I think was a huge mistake as well. As I said though, this is mostly just heroes fighting the villains, and a big set piece is Darth Knight fighting Neil Diamond, because Neil Diamond, he has got a sword as well. They're kind of like nemesises, because I guess Darth Knight, he didn't really like the jazz singer. A lot of the other characters, they become irrelevant, and that is a criticism that I would apply to Bob Patrick Harris's run as a whole. I like the run and what it could have been and some of what it did. It had some ideas and some parts of it were good, but there was just a lot of bum notes. Darth Knight, he is a great character, but he's not someone who the team can be built around. He is a secondary character or a member of the supporting cast. He's like a second tier teammate. He's not Captain America, he's not Thor, he's not even Giant Man. And you can try and compliment Darth Knight with other classic Avengers like Hercules Man or Vision or Scarlett Johansson, but all those characters, it doesn't push Darth Knight up the ladder. He's not a major character just because he's surrounded by other great characters. And I do really like this character, Darth Knight, but he's just not he's not a defining enough Avenger to hold down the team. You really do need Iron Man or Captain America or Thor. I love this bit though. This bit is great. There is a love triangle going on. Well, it's more of a love square. You see, Darth Knight, he is banging Big Border. But Darth Knight, he fancies Iris. And Iris fancies Darth Knight. But the Flash is Iris's husband. So it's a love square. There's 4 of them. And here, Neil Diamond, he has Darth Knight beaten. He's got him pinned down. And, well, Flash's powers, they have been playing up lately. They've been hurting him. He got attacked and now they're hurting him. And here, 4, I'm just going to do a read of it because this is good. 4, he goes, Flash, what is going on? You have got to do something. And then we've got like captions, and this says, if the Flash hears his teammate, he gives no sign. Rather, the muty speedster hesitates. Is it, he wonders, temptation at the thought of a rival removed that gives him pause? Or, more comforting, is it an all too human reluctance to experience yet again the agonizing pain that racks his body? The lingering legacy of a brutal attack that nearly killed him only weeks ago. The Flash will never know. For all that matters is that in the end he acts and reaps the whirlwind. And he does an attack and he saves Darth Knight. Really nice use of the character. I mean, this team, honestly, it does have a lot of great characters on. We got the Flash, we got Darth Knight, we got Hercules, man. Just, it's like, it's a team made up of the team's supporting characters. The big ending, though, the big ending is Big Border. She gets Neil Diamond's sword. Big Border, who has been harassed and assaulted and driven crazy by Neil Diamond. It's like an early case of #MeToo. Well, she gets her revenge and she chops off Neil Diamond's head, and hopefully we never have to hear Sweet Caroline ever again. And the end is, there is a magic portal that is still open, and it leads to another reality. And Big Border and Darth Knight, they decide to go away for whatever reason, and both of them leave the team with this issue, leaving behind only Darth Knight's helmet. And they went on to star in some crap Malibu books instead. And that is the end of the story. Then we have got a great Captain America pin-up. Brilliant. This is completely okay. There are some good bits, and it's a decent wrap-up to the Neil Diamond storyline. But the team, it just doesn't come to life. It feels more like Darth Knight and his friends rather than the Avengers. And also, there's a whole bunch of characters missing from this issue. Like, the Vision. He was nowhere to be seen, and he had a huge part in the Neil Diamond storyline. Neil Diamond kidnapped him. Oh God, then there's fucking Swordman and Bigger Border. They were introduced as part of the Neil Diamond storyline, and they're nowhere to be seen in this. There's also Life Cry, and actually, right at the back, there is a pin-up of Life Cry, right there. Good little pin-up of her. This is a character that Tom Beaver hates. I might pull this out and put it up on my wall, purely as a protest against Tom Beaver. This is an okay comic, 7 thumbs up, I suppose.